can pick them, but I don't think you need to pick them first. You can just always pick them 4th or 5th.
Yeah. Well, Cloud9, they're feeling a bit down after the Monster Invitational Grand Finals. They've gone for an all-blue strategy. No, man. It's
shaping up to be a fairly standard draft. I think the only thing that's unusual is the Lycan earlier, but Team Empire does pick Lycan. It's not like Lycan's an unusual pick for them. And EO without the traditional combo. We might even see something like Lifestealer. Could be very simple for them to run. Visage, EO, Lifestealer, Marana off, as you said, and Storm Spirit mid. That's pretty safe and standard. Although Lifestealer doesn't actually fare the best against Team Empire's lineup. A very good lasso target. Lycan is one of the few heroes that can just straight man up through Lifestealer's rage. And Puck is ever so elusive to kill. Looks like Cloud9 will ban out the support silencer. Silencer would be decent against Cloud9.
Empire forgot to ban. Well, they ran out of time. They didn't ban anything.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. They could have random the hero, but I was watching the time tick down like this year. I'm like, are Empire gonna ban anything? Like, they're stuck. They don't know what to ban.
If I were them, I would have banned Lifestealer. That's my. That's the hero I would suggest.
They just that was a panic moment. If
maybe it's trying to fake them out, lull Cloud9 into a false sense of security. We're so good, we don't even need to use our bans.
Apparently, okay, I was looking at the chat here for a second. Apparently, Bone7 DC'd earlier, and he's the drafted.
Reserve time.
Yeah.
All good. But yeah, we'll see what Cloud9 want to get. They're probably a bit confused by the no ban, but they've got plenty of time to think things through. Empire will have to have their last pick decided pretty fast because they've got no bonus time left.
Yeah, Morphling's not bad here either, but he just requires a lot of farm. He would work into the all blue strat though.
Ooh, what other blue heroes have we got?
Better carries.
Okay, Sven. With Sven?
Sven's kind of blue. He's blue enough. Not if you have one of the ridiculous sets on him.
15 seconds left.
I mean, there's a Tiny's all right here too.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay versus Lycan. He has some counter initiate versus the Bat Rider and the Puck, and he's relatively tanky in case he does get initiated upon.
Magnet. So
whoa, the Mag. So what? Safe Lane Storm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like when you said earlier, Safe Lane Storm quite likely, and then you put the Marana Mag into the mid/off lane, however you want to do it. Mag's pretty blue. He's got the blue background at least.
He's
he's an icy.
He's icy. He's supposed to be like a tundra mammoth.
Yeah, got some. He's furry skin. Under that brown skin of his, he's a blue hero, or brown fur, I should say.
10 seconds remaining.
Mag's very unusual though. Firstly, they don't have any strength heroes to dump the Empower on.
5 seconds remaining.
To dump the Empower on. Secondly, like they don't even have like huge wombo combo potential during the RP. Like what are you gonna do? Drop a couple. If it's a Bird Stun, maybe a Star Storm, maybe Wisp double tip balls, but all those are mediocre at best. And he's not going to have an easy lane. He is nice to like counter initiate, but at the same time, Empire just have so many things. They have Lycan can just run in on a target, Puck can blink coil, Waning Rift orb, Rubik can just telekinesis, Bat Rider can lasso, and Ventral can swap. There's a lot of things going against Cloud9's lineup. I must say I'm a favorite Empire's draft a lot more than C9's.
Alright, well, we'll get ourselves in the draft, see who is actually going to be playing what, and how things are going to be panning out for the two teams. This is StarLadder Europe. Cloud9, obviously one of those mixed European-American teams, but they're playing in the European one, as opposed to, well, Team Dog, who are their kind of counterparts, who are a mixed team playing in America.
10 seconds remaining.
Cloud9, it is going to be an eternal MV Storm Spirit. He played this a bit even back in 6.79. I remember with the old Tranquil Boots, he used to go like a Soul Ring Tranquil Boots build.
It's okay.
It was okay, but...
It's okay, it's nothing game changing.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time practicing and trying to improve his Storm Spirit play. Oh, Boots first Storm.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, Storm Spirit's alright, but I just don't think he's that successful in Tri-Lane. He will start off with the Boots first.
They love these. They did this the entire Monster Invitational. They did Wisp +1 offlane.
I mean, it's nice to get the Ops ward out. It's nice to get the wards out fast.
Well,
but
he's not the one with the wards. That's Piladai.
I mean, Piladai can catch up to him though. Like if he gets further ahead, he just tethers ahead. So
yeah, they're gonna block this. But anyways, we'll introduce our two teams here in our third European style match.
He's gonna get scouted out though.
Oh,
I think they know that they have a sentry ward, or that they have a ward
there.
But if it's just a safe lane like it, you don't really need to block the spawn anyways.
No. Oh, We'll see on the Radiant side, it's going to be Cloud9, Pylai playing the Io, the Wisp. We've got Eternal Envy playing the Storm Spirit. We've got Bone 7 on the Magnus. He's going to be solo mid, it looks like. We're going to see AUI
30 seconds until we are tested by combat.
playing the Visage, and then we're going to see Sing Sing playing the Mirana in the safe lane farming role. So yeah, this is where AUI often gets a lot of farm, because he's like getting experience, like only sharing it with one hero. He's in the safe lane, he's always doing lots of pulls. And this just seems to be a recipe that Cloud9 want to stick with. AUI +1 in the safe lane, Envy plus the Wisp in the off lane. At least they seem to be doing it quite a bit.
And on Empire, we have Mag on the off-lane Batrider, Vanscore on the Rubik, always wanna fly, on the support Vengeful Spirit, supporting Silent on the Lycanthrope, and on the mid-roll, Solo Puck Resolution.
Okay, so Puck will be up against the Mag mid, fairly standard mid lane for the most part. And I'm most curious about this off lane. This Boots first, Stormsbury, he just got pulled 2 tangos. They came from Pylai though, so they were already kind of up in this lane, but...
It's gonna be difficult to kill...
He got Illusion runes. That's
Storm.
That's one of the better runes to get at level 1.
Yeah, I mean, if they go on him, he's gonna have, what, maybe like 400 move speed, and then if Lycan keeps chasing him, he can just drop a lot of remnants. He's already playing very aggressively on Silent. And Silent doesn't have a Stout Shield. He actually opted for a Quelling Blade instead, so he's gonna be taking a lot of damage. And Storm, yeah, he's a little bit lacking in the stat area, but he has tons of regen to back him up.
Let's see AUI just throw out a bit of harass on Mag, who's got some boots of his own here. But yeah, interesting lanes for sure. Empire can't even really go for these kills right off the bat and always want to fly. Gonna miss the D ward. Oh, this is an interesting ward. Did they mean to block the pull, do you think? Or
I think he meant to block the pool.
Okay.
There's no reason you would place it that close, because there's just a very common wards, D-ward spot here, and it would see it. So I think they meant to deward it, it just didn't happen.
But at the same time, you put the ward up here, and then the pool's not blocked, they think, oh, there's no ward there. Yeah. Is where you're going to miss the D-ward if you don't block it.
This is true.
So
but at the same time, what does it actually do? You see the supports, but like it'd be much better to have a ward over here to see the supports.
Yeah. And I'll get the double pull off. So Empire, well-executed pull going on there. Pilot are going to come in and try and harass him. It actually draws one off, but they're getting denied a bit of experience. And this is a lane that's going to be a bit tricky for them, I feel, here up top.
For C9?
Yeah.
Yes. Envy's not going to get that much farm. He's 7-2 actually, so he's doing much better than the Lycanthrope, but I think as time progresses it'll be a little bit worse just because...
That was like the illusion rune kicking in.
Yes. And the levels are gonna they're gonna suffer a lot in terms of levels.
Once your Rubik Venge hits level 2, level 3, they can do a lot more here. We see Resolution taking a lot of harass at mid lane. He's got his bottle on the way, I imagine. Yeah, bottle coming out. And Batrider picks up a regen here at bottom. He's at level 3, so he's actually been doing a good job leeching experience. And they can't really zone him out with just the 2 heroes here. At least not easily at all. Just still searching his way around. AUI actually does a big circle on the minimap saying, hey, look, he's somewhere in there. Just to let Bone 7 know, in case there is any sort of unexpected rotation going towards mid.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to kill a Mag though. He does have level 1 skewer. Yeah. Oh, actually now he's level 4, so... Looks like Mag just doing the opponent's jungle a little bit, cutting down on Aui's farm and working on his bottle, potentially... Maybe Blink Dagger.
Lycan's gone for the early point in Howl, which I really like because it gives bonus damage to all lanes. Helps out the Puck a lot in mid lane with his last hitting and denying. Batrider wasn't really last hitting at the time, but it just helps all over the map when you give that bonus damage to your entire team.
It only costs 15 mana. That's like almost
Spam
nothing.
That. Fear when he was on one of the older EG rosters used to play safe lane Lycan, where he'd go like 2 points early in Howl and just spam it whenever it's up. Help out your mid lane, help out your off lane, help your supports jungle faster.
Mm-hmm.
And if when you go for a kill, plus 20 damage on all your heroes, it's a lunar blessing. It really adds up.
Yes, it does. Vanscore getting a little bit of harass coming out from Envy. Envy actually for a 102 build, so no points in Vortex, no help to be had in case Pylai dies initiated upon, but
I imagine you get the Vortex at 4.
Yeah, it's still an unusual build though, 103 or 102.
Yeah. I guess they know there's no way they're going to go for a kill here. Like, there is just... That's not what this lane is built to do. They're going to play passively, try and get the farm up.
I mean, it's good defensively, though, too.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Just going to continue to farm a decent amount here. Pilot has got clarities on himself, so he can just heal up Envy and give him that bit of extra mana boost in general. Meanwhile, top lane looks like Bone 7 and Resolution fighting over the rune here, but it's going to spawn bottom, and that's Batrider picking up an illusion. He's actually got his Tranquil Boots already, so that's a a decent timing on this, and he can be pretty annoying with those strength balls up.
In the mid lane, Puck already has 50% more CS than the Magnus, 27-9 on Puck versus 18-0. But Puck's expected to win that matchup.
Yes, I think as far as Bone 7's concerned, this is as well as he was hoping to do in this matchup. Especially in someone like Resolution, who's one of those kind of breakout star mid players.
I think Mag's doing pretty well in the off lane though, level 4 on his own.
Yeah, he's getting a lot out of this. He's leeching experience from the pulls, he's leeching experience lane. And Sing Sing just farming away. He's got the 27 CS actually behind the Puck, but he should probably look. I imagine he'll get something like a phase boots, then pick up a TP scroll and look to make sure he can help out top lane if he's needed, because he's going to have a pretty fast level 6 as well. And that's why we looked at that Moonlight Shadow maybe even being used to engage somewhere. Oh, he's just ditched Envy top 2 now. Offlane Storm Spirit.
Oh,
he's got 1200 gold. Like, this Storm is actually, it's okay enough farm.
Yeah, it's okay when you don't have a damage dealer. Like, if it was Venge plus Visage, I think it'd be a little bit different. But Rubik, he can't actually provide that much damage. Nothing like Soul Assumption. See what Pilot Eye looks to do. I think he's gonna start jungling. No, he can't actually. There's no camps here to jungle. He's popped out some wisps here. Spirits, I should say. Just gonna join up with AUI here. And there's a TP back bottom from the Batrider, so he's just looking to get back to his lane. And oh, Envy. Careful, there could be a lift here. There's going to be a Halfa Vision here. The lift is going to come. Ooh. No boots on Rubik. The boots on Envy saving his life. Yeah, I mean, Vanscore had money for boots. He just didn't buy them. Now he has it. That, I think that would have been a kill. Yes, I agree. I think with the stun plus the bonus, all the bonus damage the Vengeful Spirit gives with the minus armor and the aura. Well, Resolution 6 here. I think he's going to find AUI. AUI is so screwed. This is not where you want to be caught out. Puck as well as Mag going to find him here. He's going to be an invis to try and save his life here. AUI. Oh, okay, he's not dead. Moonlight Shadow used to keep him alive a bit longer. He may still go down once the Moonlight Shadow wears off, but Puck and Bat don't really know where he's going yet. Well, I guess Moonlight Shadow being used to save a life when it's first blood, probably well worth it. That's weird. I don't know why the silence doesn't make him reveal. It doesn't Dota 1. I'm pretty sure. Okay. If he's invis with Moonlight Shadow and you silence him, it'll take off the invis. But I don't know if they'll actually fade with the silence on in Dota 2. I should probably know this, but it's different from Dota. It's like 1. A buff almost with the a buff that gets Highlight Eye gets stunned out. He is in no man's land. He does have someone to tether to. Get him a bit further out of there. Batrider still wants to chase him, but he's got no flame break. The 203 build. Not that I don't think even with a flame break that would be a tricky skill to get. And Eternal Envy gets to steal the Centaur camp too, so he is. What's he bought? Treads 1? Okay. Yeah, he's pretty rich. 25 CS for a solo offlane Storm Spirit. He's almost level 6 too, so once he gets level 6, I think it's going to be insanely difficult to kill him. Envy's just turned himself from carry to offlane. Well, he's just going to play carry in the offlane from now on, it seems. It's nice that they're showing versatility though. I mean, not that they haven't done this before, but even switching around the roles a little bit is always nice. Yeah, they've kind of trying to master this kind of way of playing, but then they always have the option to go back to that kind of. They need an Obs Ward in this lane. He doesn't actually know where Storm Spirit is all the time, and by the time they find a good engage, he's going to be level 6. Yep, he's going to hit it after like 1 or 2 more creep experience. He needs to just play safe for now. He's 1 creep away. Gonna get it there? No, not yet. There we go. He's level 6 now. He's got enough mana that he's fine, and he might actually be able to get a kill. Yeah. So with only 1 vortex, it's gonna be. Well, you get all the overload damage if you make sure you hit both your overload hits with the Remnant as well as the pull. I think probably can kill either Rubik or Venge, but you may trade like 1 for 1 is the problem. Yeah. If Lycan 6, I think he'll get a return kill. Yeah. But he's not. They have a small window to do so. But otherwise, just a very farmy game. No one's really moved that much except for Mag and Pilot Eye. What's a Yuku Tsukimori? Do you think, Ben? Some anime stuff that Envy's really into. I think it's any question with Envy is anime related, even if it's not an anime question. Shots fired from Resolution. Calling out the traditional solo mid player of Cloud9. Oh. And Bone 7, exactly. Bone 7's done well mid, and that's against Howl damage. Like, you get 46. Well, I mean, it's 46 CS to 40 on Mag. Mag's doing great mid against Howl. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really good. Oh man. Yeah, but once Magnus gets level 70, I mean, he shockwaves every wave, so it's. I'm surprised we haven't seen a kill yet on the map. Looks like Puck. Puck used 1 Dream Call already. Didn't find anything.
to see who's a lot of heroes with TP scrolls, so any aggression will be met with counter ganks, and that's where Puck will TP in with a Dream Coil and a lot of damage output.
But I think Empire could have ganked.
Yeah, I think Empire can. Like, your Magnus doesn't even have his Arcane Boot, so he TPs in, he's got no mana. I'm surprised he hasn't actually picked those up yet. I guess the Courier's been in use.
I'm surprised they still have no reveal. They missed the first one because of no reveal, and they still haven't picked it up, and Moonlight Shadow is almost cooled down.
Maybe it almost should be the Puck picking it up, because he's the one who's going to go ganking at this point in the game. The support probably just going to stick top. I don't know. This is a weird early game. Like the lanes, the lack of kills in a sense, and just
the picks even.
Yeah. Think of it. Like who do you feel is kind of getting the better?
Empire's getting the better end of it, just because Batrider's pretty close to Blink, and Wisp is really underleveled. I think that's a big story for this early game. Pilot is only sitting at level 3.5, no boots on him yet. So yeah, Envy's doing well, but if Wisp isn't level 6, he's not really that useful.
Yeah, and that's also Mag takes come online because he needs Arcane Boots and Blink. You can't really rush Blink without Arcanes. You just don't have the mana pool for it, and that's where Puck will get. Puck will have Blink Dagger before Bone 7 does, unless he does go for that no mana boots Blink Rush. So I think we can look towards Empire at least having a 5-minute window where they'll have Batrider Blink, they'll have Puck Blink maybe, and Magnus, well, he can TP in and skewer RP, but he won't have his Blink up maybe.
Yeah, and if C9 loses a fight, Empire can easily take a tower or Roshan with a Lycanthrope in their lineup. So I think Empire just has a lot more going for them in the 10 to 15 minute phase of the game, which is likely when things are gonna spice up.
Alrighty. Well, Batrider just trying to get the creeps off this top tower. He even pops the Firefly for this, so trying to install the damage on this tower as much as possible. This T1 tower hasn't gotten down to about half HP. Puck's gonna bottle the Illusion Rune at top, make his way back mid, and I mean, 1500 gold. He's still shockwaving, but doesn't have much mana to sustain this.
Yeah, I guess he's just going for a straight Blink though. It's potentially gonna be somewhat useful, but it's just much safer to go for Arcane because you have so much damage with just spamming out Shockwaves constantly. If you can just use RP, skewer Shockwave, it's not that much damage unless you hit a huge RP.
The Blink Rush is more viable now that Blink doesn't cost mana. Like in the past, it was
smoke gank from Rubik and Venge. We may see First Blood coming up here. I'm not sure if they see Bone 7 with this ward. It sees like into this range.
They could even always snipe the Courier if they realize, hey, he's bottle crowing, he doesn't have his bottle on him. So
okay, Manscore's heading up.
They need Puck to get a waning. Oh, he's got no
He's
mana.
out of mana. This is the time to go. I think
the bottle's there very soon though.
If he just coils him right now, I think he's dead. But at the same time, they could have TP response.
Immediately bottles, has the mana for the skewer now, and it looks like the supports have given up. They've been pinged out. They've been spotted by this Observer Ward. So Smoke Gank failed. Cloud9. Positioning him patient enough. Sing Sing's gone top though. This is with a Wisp Tele. You're going to find an arrow here to go. It's just going to be a leap Starfall. There's not enough damage though. Looks like Silent just pops an ulti and gets the hell out of there. There was I think he attempted to get a Vortex into an arrow, but there was just no line to the arrow as it gets thrown out. Doesn't land and still killless. 9.5 minutes into the game. That's with a lot of rotations. Like we saw Puck go try kill Visage at the Ancients. We saw attempted kills on Mag there, and now we saw even Sing Sing come in. Arrow gonna go flying. It will hit. Always want to fly. Can they follow this one up? Envy's low on mana though, and I don't think he wants to go in. Lift onto Envy. There's a Howl as well, but likely that ulti can't really fight this. But the Puck's found the kill. That's somewhere else on the map. Meanwhile, Storm will zip in. He's found the mana he needs. Catches that one. They lose 2 Empire at the top lane. What happened to Visage? It was a Puck rotation bottom with the
Silent.
Mag.
He's gonna die too.
He's got no ulti, he's used it already. Envy's just being healed up. Constant mana coming his way thanks to the tether and Pilot Magic Stick and pop the Moonlight Shadow. They'll get out of here with a 3-for-0 trade at top lane.
It's like a new school kind of coddle Storm.
Yeah. I really like the Soul Ring on the Wisp with a hero like Storm because you can just give him so much instant mana. So.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. He's just in the front line absorbing all the damage and just getting healed up by Wisp, and he probably has like double the mana that he does right now just because of the EO heal with Bottle.
That was a bad clash for Empire, but at the same time they got a kill with the Batrider and Puck, and that's both those 2 heroes with Blink now. Puck's got Blink. Batrider has Blink, so even though that was a really bad fight and Storm Spirit got a couple kills for his team, I think Empire is still gonna say, hey look, the game starts now for us. This is where we start moving around the map. This is where we start dishing out a lot of damage. Not to mention Lycan just got his floods plus treads as well.
There's a smoke from Pilot and Sing Sing.
Cloud9 when they just keep the aggression up.
Yeah, these 2 supports are caught out of water.
Oh, this RP, this skewer battle, 2 great engagement coming from the Madness. It's the Blink Rush. Didn't worry about the arcane boots. I didn't actually see Bone 7 pick up his blink dagger, but he had it and he found 2 kills. Just the support at this point in the game. Kills can translate into towers, and Cloud9 are going to get further and further ahead with that. So really nice pick up. Cloud9 points just
yeah, a lot of momentum going their way. Visage is now level 6, almost level 7, and Wisp, after falling behind early game, is almost level 6 too.
And he's got a Midas.
Oh man.
It's man. Going the footsteps of Arteezy. Maybe I should say Arteezy's gone in his footsteps, because these two just love their Midas. Heroes you don't conventionally go Midas, like your Midas Morphlings, your Midas Storm Spirits. They love this. And it's never like a Midas rush. They always get their basic items they need to help them in the laning stage, and then they get their Midas like 12-15 minutes in the game.
I think it's got out.
Blink flash. So they need the Pucky with the Blink Silence. They'll get it with an Orb as well. Oh, 7 Snake takes an Invis ring. Had they got detection? Surely by now.
Nope.
Oh.
They should have had it a while ago. They still don't have it.
Well,
they have a sentry ward over here. I don't know. No, they neither of them have it.
It's either Puck or Batrider who needs stuff. You can't be relying on your supports to stay alive long enough in a fight. Like Puck or Batrider
That's 2
needs
missed
stuff.
kills. The kill score would be even right now had they had dust.
Yep.
1 set of dust.
Oh, AOI is going for a solo kill here and always want to fly. Familiars do a lot of damage, and if you got them in a bit faster, maybe could have got that. Push him back to base anyways in part. Blinking over, going to find a Dream Coil once Pylai died here, who's not level 6 yet. This will be another kill going the way of Empire, so they're just taking whatever they can get. They're happy to blow ulti, even for a support Wisp there, and just take the free kills and get out of there as needed.
Yeah, I think a big important part for Empire, they need to kill Envy. Envy, he's getting away with this super greedy build in the off lane, and he's just farming pretty far past the river just by himself. No one to back him up right there, no Wisp with relocated up, no Mag sitting behind him with a Blink Dagger, and he's just farming so much, and he's going to have a pretty fast Orchid, which is going to be really bad news for Resolution and the rest of Empire.
I think we'll see this silent like with the Medallion, probably look to try and get a Roshan fairly soon. It'll give them some ability to just take 5v5 fights, even just force the issue onto towers.
It looks like they're going after Dire's middle tower.
Needs this level 6. That's going to be the next big pickup for Cloud9. And then we look towards them using that, as Pylai has done a number of times in the past, cancel the Flaming Lasso in the back and use that to escape and elude ganks. But Resolution's going Dagon. It's going to have such a fast Dagon too that I think it's actually well worth it.
Yep, they are smoked up. Batrider and Resolution going for a kill on Eternal Envy, but he is well hidden within the trees. He is right next to his tower, and the rest of C9 is going there. Looks like 1-7 is actually going for a Staff of Wizardry, which is not bad. 4-Staff can save for someone who gets swapped and stunned.
Oh, Batrider's getting a lot of injury, but he sees too many heroes. Maybe he's going to find the Mag. There's an Invis being pulled. They need detection. Is it here? Can they bring down the Mag in time? He's going to out of there. Doesn't get off the RP. Highlight is going to get a second take a fall. They trade for the Batrider here. They want Envy. Uses all his mana to try to zip his way out of there. But Sing Sing is going to be the next one. He gets the kill. No damage. Where's that detection at? I don't think they really have it.
They had dust on that.
Okay, well, Sing Sing, he's going to go for a TP. Always going to apply. Has a swap. You stop stun instead. That stun only just cancelled the TP. Sing Sing's going to go down. Resolution, I think he copped an arrow there, but it was melee range. Didn't actually do too much. 2 for 4. Empire even things up here.
Great initiation by Batrider, finding the Mag in that clump of heroes. Lassoing up, making sure he didn't get a good RP off, or any RP off actually. He could have used it, but it would have
relocate back in. Pylai with the Storm Stroke. They want always going to fly. It looks like they'll get at least the 1 kill. Can they get 2 here? Visage Familiars are there. The coming out from the Overload. Maybe a second kill here. Double kill going the way of Eternal Envy with a double. Well, actually, just 1 kill being picked up, but 2 kills for Cloud9. Great relocate there.
Yeah, he got a ton of gold from that. I mean, his Orchid time is just going to be insane. Treads Midas Orchid on an offlane Storm Spirit. And, I mean, the Wisp Storm
thing CS isn't even, like, that good.
He's 4-0-2.
Yeah, it's all kills. Kills plus, I guess, the Midas. Well, Midas doesn't really speed up the Orchid when you look at spending 2k gold to get it. Like, he could probably have a faster Orchid, but long term...
I mean, he's level 11, though, which is absolutely absurd, too.
Yeah. Like, looking at the CS strat, he's not even in the top 5, but... He's looking like one of the most farmed heroes in the game. He's number 3 on the net worth.
Dagon has been picked up by Resolution, looking to burst people down. They need to kill the Wisp, though. Wisp is just providing so much utility for the Storm. Gives them so much reach with that mana. And there's another smoke coming out from Empire. Mag, Vanscore, and Resolution, the trio to be headed off to do something. Silent, he is not smoked up. He could potentially do Roshan right now, but at the same time, C9 does have wars around there, and if he's not smoked up, they're definitely going to know. But they are. C9 is just huddling around that bottom rune, baiting out.
Gets the vision up, but smoked up, and nothing's going to happen just yet. We've got ourselves a game, Ben. This is what we thought was happening with the Alliance game. It started off good, but then one Roshan fight threw everything around. RP catches up to it's another devastating Roshan fight. They're gonna. Ooh, actually, Lycan's still alive. There's a lasso on Envy. Can they bring him down in time? They're gonna do so. Yes, they get the kill on Envy. He goes down. Silent's still alive in ulti form. He just does not want to go back in there though. And it looks like a buyback from the Storm Strip. Magnus needs to maybe try and TP out and get vision of him though. The Firefly the shockwave coming through. It looks like Puck finished off the Wisp here. Back in the backtrack to Puck. He finds a way out of here. He's been pulled in by Envy. He's gonna go down to the Storm Spirit.
Or right into them.
Oh, a long zip, and actually that's the death of Vangscore. No, it's not. He steals the zip. He's gonna actually get his way out of there. He's still alive, not for much longer. One more overload charge catches him out. Well, big fight, and it cost Cloud9 a Storm Spirit buyback. Like, it looks like they won that fight convincingly, but
really nice RP from Bone 7.
Yeah.
Really nice reaction from Resolution there too. He was able to immediately try and counter. Unfortunately, he didn't before one of the supports got blown up. But at the same time, C9 can't really do anything.
Do you think C9 really win that fight, or is it because they had to Storm buyback? Or
it's about even, I'd say. And they didn't actually end up getting Island, did they?
Empire just goes straight. No, they didn't get Silent. Empire just goes straight back into the Roshan pit because they know there's no Mag RP. Without Mag RP, taking this fight for a lot trickier. They're going to try to probably shoot an arrow and
they have relocate up, but no, without without RP, it's
down
insanely difficult.
Arrow gonna go flying in. It's been dodged. Both of them go through the screw. The agent picked up by the light. On the high ground is Eternal Envy. They found Mag. Mag's still alive though. Great flame break. Doing a lot of damage here. The Wisp is not gonna be able to save the Storm Threat. Storm Threat and Mag both dead. Wisp is next to take a fall. Silent's still alive. He drops down, but he's got the agent, and that's 4 dead. Make it 5. Visage goes down as well. Empire fighting around the Roshan pit, and they just knew without Mag RP.
Bad Rider's the king of Roshan. You cannot mess with a Bad Rider at Roshan.
Cloud9 even knew that. Like, Storm zipped up there to try kill him, but they couldn't finish him off.
I think they relocated right here. He flame broke. He
split them up.
Yeah, he split them up, and then he got silenced inside the Roshan pit without a Wisp Tether. And then he just dies. He doesn't have his Orchid, but that was just extremely costly. You can't go in without RP. It's almost as simple as that.
That flame break was probably the deciding factor in that fight. He was looking like he was just going to straight up die until that came in, and suddenly it's Empire in complete control, and they did lose the Aegis, but that doesn't really bother them. They get a convincing team fight. They get the tier 1 mid. They're rotating bottom as well. This tier 1's going to go down regardless whether or not they come in as or not. Resolution is going to yeah, he gets the last hit.
Puck is huge. He almost has Dagon 3 at this point, and he's level 14, so on the back of that, so much experience going for Empire.
Suddenly Envy's Orchid timing is not that good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's no longer near as good. It was looking like it'd have like a 17-minute Orchid.
Right, and compared to what Empire has right now, Necro 2, almost Necro 3 up on Lycan, it's just not going to be enough oomph.
This Puck is massive.
Yes.
Well, he's only gone Dagon 2. He's not going Dagon 3. He's going to go for a 4 staff that looks... Oh, Yules, I imagine.
I like the way Empire forces fights around Roshan, though, using the Lycan. And it's like, well, if you don't fight us, we're going to take a free Roshan. But if you do fight us, we have our T1 still up, and we're dire, and we have the Roshan advantage, and we're going to press that as much as we can.
And with the Yule Scepter, this Puck can't really be killed by the Orchid Storm. Like, he stopped leveling the Dagon just because he's like, okay, there's almost an Orchid up on this Storm. This Yules is going to help save my life, and maybe teammates as well. Cloud9, they're not done. They want to get aggressive once again. Wrap around gank here, looking for the Lycan. Silent. Oh, there's an RP on him. He doesn't actually have the Aegis. They can just blow everything on this one. Starfall. Arrow, it's too late for Mag to come in and try and save him. The lasso is there, trying to bring down the Mag. Not going to be enough here. Storm Spirit zips in on Mag. Mag getting a low damage, but it's the Mech already picked up by the Vengeful Spirit, keeping Mag alive. Not for much longer. On the ground, it's actually going to be the death of the Storm Spirit. Puck comes in, gets a double kill, make it 3. What an engagement coming out from the Puck. Does he have detection here for... Oh! Starfall, Arrow. He wants to try and make a go on this one. Sinking though in all sorts of trouble. He's going to go down. Puck, he wanted his ultra kill. He's not going to get it. Where's that gem actually gone?
It has gone in Vanscore's inventory.
Okay.
So Envy got a kill, but I mean, this Puck though is just absolutely massacring them.
He had a double damage ring for the fight. That helped out a lot. And
they have no disables for him.
He's got Yules now. If
they don't get him in an RP, he is just gonna mess them up at post RP. Like, he steers them back into the team, which just clumps them all up for the Dream Coil, for the Waning Rift, and Resolution, absolute beast, 8-1 and 8. So been involved in 16 kills. He has a Dagon, 2 Yules, and a Blink in 21 minutes.
His net worth is just off the chain right now. Like, this is just crazy fun. And I imagine he does start going back to leveling up the Dagon. I don't think they desperately need a Hex, at least not in the near future.
Yeah, he doesn't need to really go that many survivability items after he has the Yules too.
The burst damage against Storm, who's not going to be BKB
or
for a while.
Wisp even.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them have 900 HP. Like, even without the Dagon, he can probably solo kill them. But with the Dagon, it's easy peasy.
Yeah. And that goes to show that fight. You can burst down the Lycan, but if you throw all those spells, like they use both Miranas, the Arrow plus Starfall, they use the Magnus RP as well, then after that, you can't really fight until you've at least got the Mirana Arrow back up. And
the thing about it is Empire is just so damn fast at reacting post-RP. The first Roshan fight at Resolution there immediately after the RP. That fight, Mag was there to immediately lasso right after Lycanthrope died too. So they're just extremely quick about the reaction. And these aren't like right under the tower, dude. These are like fairly far away from the fight. So they are just extremely good at anticipating ganks and reacting accordingly.
What Cloud9 as far as game plan goes? I mean, do they look to sit back and farm and get their next couple of items? Like
I don't know. I mean, if Storm gets BKB, he can still get lassoed and die, and he can still die with just Lycanthrope focusing him too. So, I mean, what other item would change the game that much? They already have a mech. They already have the blink on Mag. Wait, do they have a mech?
Maybe like a BKB on the Mag, but
This will be
it's not
pretty.
going to change the game, like you say. There's no one big item they're waiting for. Like Mirana's got your phase drums, your standard like mid-game items up.
Radiant's bottom
They
tower is
don't
under
actually
attack.
have a mech. I didn't think there's a mech, surprisingly.
There's a mech on Venge.
Oh, there's a
The
mech
mech on Venge is like really early on. Actually helped out
They
a
need to
lot.
be
Look at his
Radiant's
inventory.
bottom tower.
He has a
This
bracelet and
will be
a robe in
pretty.
his staff
They've
too.
reached Dire's top tower. Radiant's bottom
Almost
tower is
completed.
fallen.
That fight at mid, I think, was almost won by that mech because that
Dire's
forced
top
Cloud9
tower
to
is
chase
under
that
attack.
much further to kill Mag.
Right.
And then they dived too hard. They used too much. The Storm had to use all his mana to get that kill on Mag, and it was all because of that mech. And it's actually
Cloud9's
made a
falling
big
way
difference.
far behind in gold. Aoi is not his usual dominant visage. He doesn't have Scepter complete. He's actually number 8 in terms of net worth. Venge is just only 1,000 gold behind the position 1 Mirana.
Oh man.
They've been trying to fight a lot, and they don't have the greatest late game. Nothing that can just tango with a Lycan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like Empire want to try and force the issue mid. They've got the Necro book through on silence, so pushing is fairly straightforward for them if they want to. Get the walls up, they're going to save the Necro book maybe for an engagement from Cloud9. Now we're going to go flying, not going to land on it, and now they know it's safe for at least a little bit. Cloud9 are just looking for a trade. They're pressuring the top TP tower. They'll actually get it. One's coming already pretty low. The Nye coming in Visage with the Familiars gets a tower tonight, so that's what Cloud9 needs to do. Just try and stall, go for these kind of split push tower trades, and that works out okay for them.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. No, those two are up there. I don't know if...
The spirits give it away. Puck just saw the Wisp spirits. He knows they're up there. He may find the Wisp here when he really wants his resolution, but Storm... Oh, there's a Yules. Did he cancel his TP? There needs to be a relocate. Where is the Wisp relocate? It's not here. Enemy's dead.
Yeah, he canceled a TP. Very nice catch by Resolution.
Man. That was huge. I think he was trying to do like the TP while the zip was going on.
Yeah, his TP was over here. I saw the cast there.
I didn't see the TP animation and Resolution. Was the orb giving vision, or did he just?
He cleared the tree line as he was zipping. But very nice play from Resolution. The haste rune definitely helped out there, but that is huge. They traded T2, so I would say C9 definitely got the better edge of that because they're behind, but giving up a Storm in the process as their most farmed hero, and he's just getting further and further behind. He needs his BKB ASAP, but even with the BKB, it's going to be nice, but it still won't win them the game. They have to have some really good engagements or capitalize on some mistakes from Empire.
Empire just taking control now. They're going to start taking tower after tower. The gold lead is just increasing bit by bit, almost up to 8,000 now. And with the tier 2 tower, will go well over that. So
Empire's teamwork is just really, really impressive, bro. The way they help each other out.
Storm bought back. They want to try and
wow, he bought back? Did he? What?
It looks like they're going after Dire's middle tower.
That's just a huge waste of gold.
Wasn't he about to respawn?
I think it
would have been like 15, 20 seconds.
The most reasonable thing I can think of is it was a misclick.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that was a misclick. That makes 0 sense.
Oh, there goes most of their gold. And, I mean, the Midas, it's nice and all, but when you buy back twice, and you don't get anything out of either buybacks. The first one was the second Roshan, or second Roshan fight, and where C9 got obliterated, and then this one they just lost the T2 for nothing too. So that's just a really unusual. Yeah, I would have liked to chalk it up to a mistake, a misclick.
Well, AUI does get his Aghanim Scepter up on the Visage, so that gives a decent extra boost to the actual DPS in the fight, as well as just giving that extra lockdown from the stuns as well. So,
but Bench has earned mech and drums. Like he is
filthy.
He has 1400 HP. Like what in the world?
Hey, AUI's still more farm, man. AUI's like, look, you think you're a farm support? I'll show you a farm support. But that's what AUI is most known for, is being one of the most farmed, highest GPM support.
And still having a lot of game impact.
Yes. Apparently, there's one support player ahead of him on GPM per game, and that's Puppy. Puppy apparently farms even more than AUI. Often probably because he plays those junglers like Enigma and Chen, where he spends a lot of time getting the big items up.
So Puck has actually not upgraded his Dagon, instead opting for Ultimate Orb, a little bit more survivability, most likely into the Sheep. Roshan gonna respawn anytime within the next 2 minutes, thanks Empire. And it looks like it's gonna be like a minute and a half, and Empire can definitely take a fight at Roche. Like, unless there's a huge RP, but even then I think Empire can just power through with buybacks.
Yeah. Empire, they impress me every time they play. Like, I know they're this damn good, but I still get surprised with just how good.
Here's a smoke. Envy is in no man's land.
He's got a wisp behind him, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. They're going to actually find Sing instead. That's an easy pick-off, and now they can look to engage on the top lane. Cloud9 just needs to TP out. Get out of here. Storm needs to zip TP as soon as possible. He does just that. Yep, he'll get out of there. Vengeful Spirit not in range for a swap or anything. It looks like they all get out just losing Sing there, but it's just kill after kill for Empire. Like
they're going for the bats too. Let's see if they get any.
Yeah, Mag
Vigil doesn't actually have his resummons up, so.
Blink after.
No, he gets
Force stuff as well.
Maybe he didn't even get.
He needed Firefly.
Those things are hard to kill.
Yeah. Oh, constantly scouting.
I still think that's a pretty good trade for a C9. Although they are delaying the game, but I don't know to what end. They got half the T3 tower damage. I think Empire could have just used a blip. I don't think they're going to need it in the next 5 minutes.
Resolution. Ooh. I think he could be in a bit of trouble here. There's a sound, so I'm going to use himself. He needs to blink afterward. Cannot. Remnant, I think, that's like the only skill in the game you can't, like...
there's a couple. It used to be with Wisp Stun Tether, you absolutely could not.
Yeah.
But Remnant, there's a couple other ones, too.
Good way of dealing with the Puck. Can't you rely on that phase shift blink or Yule's blink combo? But Empire getting it in. There's actually a lot of gold, I imagine. Yeah, Stolcher got 737 gold from that and ending the mega kill streak. So that's going to get him...
His BKB.
Full BKB?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so Cloud9. In this game, it's looking a bit grim for them, but they've kind of flatlined the gold graph here. 7.5k is roughly what we're looking at. And Empire, well, they get an Aegis on their side. They're going to have a Heart of Charasun on side.
I don't know how they're going to kill Lycan. I think that's a really big problem for them. He has 18 armor, and they just don't have that much to deal with him. Yeah, Storm might have a lot of mana, but how many zips is it going to take to burst through that HP? And
the Heart was kind of a good pickup, just because you're going to get caught in RP. You just want raw HP almost.
Yes. Yes, you do. You gotta go to, like, if you got a hood too, oh my goodness. I guess he needs armor versus Visage too, but I mean, 2800 HP, pre-shapeshift, with an Aegis. He's not even level 16 yet. He's scary.
Yeah, just about to hit that, and maybe it's like an Assault Crest type item next, but we're gonna see Batrider pick up a BKB. He's got the BKB gem going on, and Cloud9 is still just posturing on this top lane. They know they already got this tier 3 down to half HP. If they can just... It's hard for Empire to push any of these lanes because they constantly have to defend up top.
Every time C9 gets something, though, Empire gets something in return.
Yeah, and something bigger in return.
Yeah. Like, they traded T2s, and then they got the kill on Storm, and they got the T3 tower damage, but then they traded Sing Sing away. They got Resolution, but then they got the Roshan kills. So if C9 can actually get something without losing something in return, then I think they can slowly pull ahead by small margins. And they didn't need a delay until the Aegis expires, but I do not think that's going to happen. Actually, this T3 is going to be under pretty heavy siege. It's just not a good idea to fight into the Lycan Aegis, though.
Yeah, and at the same time, Empire don't want to be trading tier 3 towers, really. Like, they don't want to let this top lane go down, and they've got a full HP tier 3 tower waiting for them in mid lane, so they actually have to defend rather than push, which is really annoying them. They want to be just going down mid right now, but unable to do so as AUI constantly pushing out the lane with the familiars. You can see they're spending so much time looking for them. Look at Envy, positioned way up here on the high ground. I don't think he goes for this kill. And this is a 1600 HP Vengeful Spirit. One
Sing
stun,
Sing
two,
knows he's
three.
there now.
Oh,
They're all hiding in the trees.
He's pinging. This is just typical Cloud9 Dota. The zip, the TP. Envy's gone way out of there.
This is good though. This is what they need to do. They need to avoid fighting.
They're being so annoying and just creating so much time installing.
If they had more smoke, they'd be able to pick them off very easily, but they're out of smoke for another 3 minutes time. They need to smoke around the edges here. They could also just like TP in and close on. Yeah, they could get like Batrider TP up here. He just goes this way, and then everyone else just goes through here.
Puck's also good for catching once he has a Hex, though. He hasn't quite got it, because he can AWP to scout and then just blink Hex or whatever he needs to and go for those kills. But we're going to see AUI into Silent. Here comes a Grave Chill, and, well, he'll do a bit of damage, but Silent's just kind of being tickled here. He's actually going to turn around on these birds. Takes out one. Won't get any more than that. Well, maybe when they actually come back up.
They might try and go for him, but even if they get one kill on him, I don't know if they can kill him.
Puck's here. Puck may just turn this around. There's no coil to hold this one. RP is there. There's going to be a relocate. It looks like AUI has managed to turn this one around by baiting himself. Takes up just a like an Aegis, though. An Aegis that was only going to last for another couple of minutes, but it's a win nonetheless.
Yeah, they use RP though. I think that's a big mistake for them to use RP.
Oh, there's a Dream Call. He's going to get pulled in. He's going to lose Puck. Great combination of chain stunning there. They bring down the Puck here. And
he just died in a Vortex.
Vortex? Did they? I don't think Arrow was on cooldown even, so. Vortex plus just the right click damage. But Familiar's helping out as well.
Resolution had the right idea there, going for a kill when they were all running away with that RP, but at the same time, he's not taking enough. Or he didn't use phase shift early enough.
Yeah. They the Necrobooks weren't quite in range, so we didn't quite know where they were in that Moonlight Shadow. And Empire back off. They need to be careful. This game's still definitely not in the bag for them. We're looking at Mag getting a Refresher Orb in the next probably 3 to 5 minutes, and not enough. Just turtle up, bunker down.
They're doing a fantastic job of delaying, though. I thought that Empire would be able to force the issue at the T3 with the Aegis. I think they should have maybe just committed to that push, or at least get a BOT on Batrider so you can push out lanes and then TP to rejoin them. But at this score right now, Empire has lost a lot of momentum. They're not falling behind in terms of gold, but the Refresher Magnus is going to be something else.
That's something to worry about. They've got ways of like protecting people who get caught out in an RP, because he won't be looking for just for the 5-man RPs, and that's where you can use the swap to help save your teammates. And Rubik, he's got to be stealing an RP this game. Like that to me is going to be a key factor for Empire as this game goes longer. We need to see Rubik get some big steals, and Vengscore, normally one of the bigger playmakers, like his Rubik is up there with the best of them, but we have not seen him do really much at all this game. Like he's been very quiet.
Mag's also been really quick to just RP skewer, not getting maximum stun duration in.
Yeah, Bone 7.
Oh, Bone 7, yeah.
I get Bone 7 and Mag mixed up a little bit too, so whatever.
Bone 7 is on Mag.
Yeah. Mag is on one of Bone 7's like trademark heroes, the Batrider. But we'll see Empire kind of go down the mid lane here. There's the push coming top lane is a bit stalled, but for a pick off here. Need this Puck Hex. That's going to be the big thing here, where they can actually engage on Envy with a Hex, because Puck can't engage with a Silence or a Dream Call. He just BKBs, TPs out if he needs to.
And he's still standing in that really cheeky spot.
Touché.
He hasn't TP'd yet. He's looking for the chicken, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. I was about to say, what else can he do here? Gets a bit of vision.
How long has he been sitting up there all game? And the thing about it is no one can really solo push out top. Unless it's the, I guess, Lycan, but we just saw him get solo kill when he was off alone in the jungle too, so no one's really immune.
Cloud9 often have like 3, 4, 5 heroes up there. Like it just so happened that just then Envy was alone, but in the past, Cloud9 have committed all 5 of their lineup into this dire jungle and top lane.
Yeah, and as soon as they push out top, Cloud9 all pushes bottom.
You know what they need? There's that that ward that Na'Vi used over on the cliff over here, like on the far left of the map. They need like a ward like that at the top jungle. I don't know if there is a spot like that. But you can put one on the cliff and it gives vision all over the trees. It's kind of like a glitchy ward spot.
I don't think there's one right here that you can place. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. But they need one like up here on the very top of these that gives vision over the trees. I don't know if such a ward spot exists. Maybe Empire will go experimenting after this game. But this game drags on, and we look at Cloud9, they're just stalling, and this is stalling with good reason. They can get a refresher on this Magnus pretty soon. Maybe.
Both teams have decent like split push. I'd say Lycan is one of the best split pushes in the game, and C9 just has very high mobility with the Storm, with the Visage Familiars, and the Relocate. So, I mean, as it stands right now, I still say it's slightly Empire's favor just because they have the gold advantage as well as a huge Roshan advantage. Maybe with the cheese and the Aegis they can force something, but they need to be able to push out the lanes.
Yep.
And there's a scythe pickup on the puck, but he won't have buyback for quite some time.
Yeah, so they want to be a bit careful. They may wait for this next... They're not going to try to push high ground, but they may look for pickoffs before Rochet. But you need to be a bit careful. They're continually just trying to farm these familiars. Oh, bit of miss micro from AUI. He did not see those familiars under attack, and it's so hard to keep your familiars alive against the way
When you're
AUI
playing
plays.
like this,
Yeah, he's always pushing with them, and occasionally you're going to lose familiars, but I think it's worth losing the familiars to pressure the lanes, farm your jungle. Sure, you're giving away gold, but the gold you're gaining and the pressure you're applying is probably worth it.
I think it's definitely worth it because C9 were in a really crippled position post NV buyback.
So it's one of those things where often you criticize a Vision player for feeding too many familiars, but I don't think you can criticize what's happened with AUI. Sure, he's fed probably a good 1,000 plus gold with them, but you're against Blink.
You haven't lost the game.
Batrider. Yeah, you're in this game.
That's the important part.
If it wasn't for these familiars, like how aggressive he's been with them, I think they would have lost this game almost.
Or a lot of racks.
Yeah. Well, Empire in a good position. They've got 5 bottom, and none of these other lanes are really pushing in. The top lane is
This
in a
is
great
the moment
position.
they've been waiting for.
Yeah, they can breach high ground, and they're not going to look to just go for a straight-up push. I imagine we'll look for Puck to engage and go for a kill, more than just have everyone start right.
They need to find the Mag. Magus actually went for a Lincoln Sphere. We need for the refresher.
They need a glitch just with the Howl damage there. That tower's just melting. They popped the glitch, but that got down so low, so fast.
This tower's dead.
Oh, there's going to be a Blink engagement. They've caught out one. It's going to be 6. He can't even cast a spell. He gets burst up. Is there a buyback from Sync? Yes, there is. Just enough gold for that.
He needs to buy back now.
Yeah, these racks are being focused. They're going to see. Oh, Mag actually went for a Lincoln Sphere instead.
Yeah, I was like, well, why would he do that? He needs to double RP.
These racks
For free, pretty much. That was without the Aegis, so Empire can just wait for the Aegis cheese and then just push again. And what really does C9 have? They have a Lincolns, but that's not enough.
Empire finally found the opening where they didn't have to defend top, defend mid, and
it just becomes infinitely easier once you have the one set of racks down too.
Those openings are going to present themselves even more often now.
Looks like they're going for a long shot though. Looks like EO and Storm Spirit are headed off to the top lane, but I don't think they can rat their way to victory.
No.
Not with
Not
this
with
lineup.
Storm. Storm, not really your traditional or...
If it were a tiny, yes, but not a Storm. He can't do enough damage to towers. He's actually very poor at tower
Storm
damage.
just hovering around mid lane, maybe looking for like a Courier, or... I don't think he can really kill too many of these heroes on his own. Maybe a Rubik, but... Most of these heroes are really tanky. Also knows Roshan coming up soon, but... Oh, Resolution, they're going to lose the Wisp here. It looks like Twilight and all sorts of trouble. Envy's still there, he gets Hex. Coming soon. There's an Invis coming out. Have they got detection? Surely they do. There's a gem on the Batrider, and Envy may just go down. Blinks. Also, Hex is there if they need it. He's going to BKB.
Oh,
No
he used
TP
all his
though.
mana. Oh.
He's got no TP anyway.
Ruh-roh.
That's a dead Eternal Envy, and with that, Empire in a great position to close out this game potentially here. Storm does a buyback though, so...
He didn't... He bought back before this death, so this one's an extended timer.
Oh, okay.
Slightly, but
yeah.
I mean, they can just push right now. And
Yeah, I think they just pushed off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's unfortunate. I think Visage maybe sniped it at mid with the familiars in his hero, but... Well,
This won't be pretty. They've reached Dire's top tower.
without, maybe when Wisp is up, they can relocate and try and push top. But I think, oh, the creep boy's gonna die, I think, before he's even up. That's
looks
very
like they're
unfortunate.
who do you
Going
actually
onto Dire's
relocate with?
middle
Like the
tower.
Mirana maybe? Or...
Radiant's top
I'm not
tower has
know.
been attacked.
This is where I think the draft comes into play, because I thought that they would just pick a Ice Healer or something like that, but I mean with the Storm, it's nice to have farm in them, but you can only do so much against the Empire's lineup.
Yep.
They have so much better control in team fights. All C9 really has is RP.
Oh. Well, at this point, Empire aren't even trying to push while the Storm is down. They're going to go for the Roshan. Aegis as well as these this time around. And I imagine we look at Lycan. They're probably just selling his medallion, picking up the Aegis for his team, and give the cheese or something. Maybe even Resolution takes Aegis.
I'm not really sure why he gets going for a Scepter here. Because you can only steal one Scepter ultimate, and that's the Visage.
Well, it gives a very short cooldown on the, I guess,
Yeah, I suppose so.
It means you can steal like a Mirana spell, and then you don't have to worry about the spell still being on cooldown when the RP's cast. But it's still, I definitely agree. Like, you're not looking at stealing any good Aghanim.
He should just be looking to steal RP. Like, that's the main thing he should be trying to do. Oh, with the Aegis
RP
and
hasn't been
G's.
cast in a long time. Like that last push, we didn't see any RP.
Radiant's
Magnus
middle
is just
tower is
held
under
off. He's gonna go
attack.
for a smoke. He wants to flank him from behind. Catch him a bit by surprise.
Radiant's middle tower
Zip
is
in. Where's his Maggie? Needs a blink RP. He's gonna get stunned immediately. Lifting up the... Oh, he gets an RP in the end. Is installed. Looks like Bane's still got it. He's got the RP. He's gonna go and he pops it. A lot of Z9 heroes taking the deck here. They've already lost the Magnus. Storm taking a lot of damage. He's zipped back in after buying back. He'll go down for a second time in a row. And
Why
G9
did he not
falls.
BKB the first initiate?
Oh,
That was... They played really well after that 3-man kill from him on top, from Sing Sing on top, but with their lineup, they lost a Roshan fight. They don't have enough late game to try and drag it on, and I think they tried to be too ratty with a non-rat lineup.
But at the same, like, there was no other option for them, I guess.
Yes,
like,
that's true, but like,
I think they were
if you're
almost